Getting right back into the Super Mario World Advanced playthrough once more. Just got done with about half of Chocolate Island, and we're hopefully going to get through the rest of it right now. So let's get right into it, beginning with the Chocolate Fortress. And this is one of the hardest levels in the game. So as always, I would advise taking your time if you're doing this one, being very careful. I would say even scroll the camera out of the right just so you can see everything coming. And I'm trying to do that, and the game's not letting me. There we go. I don't know why I was being so picky. Thankfully, no really dickish or very hidden Yoshi coins. They're all very straightforward on the way to the boss. And, you know, I'm gonna wait. I don't feel like getting by a flame or these freaking... They look like pencils, but... I like to think of them as cinnamon sticks just because of how many freaking levels in this game are named after food. Figured why not. And it's not really that too out of the ordinary either. This freaking Cookie Mountain. God dang it. Well, thankfully, I think there's a cave feather in one of these blocks here. I'm gonna just get that real quick. Freaking thwomps. And another really good thing about getting all the switch polishes is it grabs a couple of these guys. Like right there, for example. Very carefully. And that's, I would call that a dickishly placed coin, but if you have a cape, it's really no issue. And that's another benefit to getting the blocks right here. It even blocks some of the thwomps for this stage. I think this is the only time we see a door like this in any of the ports. For some reason on the SNES ports, they made the door all brown. I guess to really emphasize that you're in Chocolate Island. And for me, it's a psychological thing. Anytime I ever go to Chocolate Island, just freaking, I want a Hershey bar. Or hot cocoa. So thankfully that was very, very painless. But now we have Chocolate Island 4. And you'll have to excuse me if I don't quite remember the layout of the stage. Because I spent quite some time looking around for the very last Yoshi coin on one of my test playthroughs. And I, for the life of me, could not find it. And I was dying repeatedly, going every which way just to finally come across it, and I, for the life of me, could not find it. So I'm going to just take my time and check everywhere. I think what may have ended up happening was despawn caused one of the coins to go away. And just so that I can demonstrate that I wasn't lying, for whatever reason, platform only, the red blocks will not carry items. It's odd, you'd think they would at least carry something like the fire flower, but everybody says that. It's funny actually, believe it or not, during the beta build of the game, the red and blue switches, I'm sorry, not the red and blue switches. The red and blue blocks were not just platforms, they were supposed to contain, they were supposed to contain the Tanuki suit from Mario Bros. 3, as well as the Hammer suit. The Hammer Brothers suit. Why they chose not to include those is beyond me. I don't know, I thought that would have made the game a bit more fun. I am trying to get over there, and you know what, I just remember what I actually have to do. I have to hit the P switch. And I can't do that now. Oh, that's right, I was supposed to hit the P switch, go down that pipe, and it's in one of these crevices. Well, I'll just have to come back in here. That was a lovely waste of time. Alright, let's do it right this time. Sorry about that. That was a really dumb mess up on my part. Thankfully, I basically know where they're all at this point. Grab that one. And just to make sure I don't screw up, I'm gonna get this one first. Then get the switch. You know what? I'm gonna gold it just to be safe. I probably had more than enough time, but, you know, just in case. And if my memory serves me correctly, it's the third one going down here. This one right here. And I have to dismount Yoshi, wouldn't let me fit in there. Lost Blue Yoshi, but not a big deal. It was the only way I was even going to get in there in the first place. And this is actually one of the Yoshi coins that's really hidden if you're playing the GBA port due to screen crunch. It's above one of these. There is a Yoshi coin you have to watch out for. Not sure why I haven't collected it yet. You know, just to be safe, I'm gonna go back and double check. That's weird, I could've sworn. And I want to eat the star. Gimme. Get rid of you. I'm in trouble. Good thing I did come down this pipe. I completely forgot about that one. And I don't want the mushrooms. I'm gonna go back because I think there is a coin back here. Yep, okay. And I'm gonna just do that trick that I learned from RC. Thank you very much, RC. And that's cool. I didn't even know all those shells were stacked up there like that. Seriously, RC is like the MVP of this entire playthrough, just for that. I don't need it. I'm already at 99 lives and got all the coins. It's odd, some of the levels have a couple of levels have 1 or 2 extra Yoshi coins for whatever reason. Fucking dry bones. And if I remember correctly, there are a lot of really douchebag buzzsaws in this stage. So excuse me just a sec. Wrong way. Oh, did you see that? The freaking respawn put it right there in front of me. And I somehow caused one of the buzzsaws just now to despawn. Oh well, for my benefit, I'm not going to complain. And, just something I felt I should bring up. It's really weird. If you run somehow, I don't know why you'd want to, it's really dangerous here to do so. It's either the blue block here or this block. You run across and a 1-up pops out. Now, I could just be remembering the GBA port, but pretty sure it works here too. And this is probably my least favorite room in the entire game. You're about to see why very shortly. I do, however, at least really like the little Sparkies here. They're actually what Watt from the first Paper Mario are based off of. Or rather, is based off of. And the N64. Still a really decent game. Though I still think Thousand Year Door is infinitely and easily the best Paper Mario game made to date. Because that one just has so much going for it. Thankfully, this doesn't go down all the way, otherwise I think I might be dying. And here we have Wendy, probably one of the most annoying bosses in the game. And probably the only willing to really pose any challenge. Because of that crap right there. Frickin' Wendy. Physics? I don't know. Oh, it was supposed to be a mop, not an eraser. And this is probably, I would say, the worst level in the game when it comes to getting all the Yoshi coins. Just give me a sec, you'll see why. And I highly, highly recommend doing this with the Blue Yoshi, because it is going to be the easiest way you're even going to do it. And this level, especially, really requires you to take your time if you want to, A, keep Yoshi, and B, get all the Yoshi coins. Of course. Careful. And that trick I had mentioned a couple times earlier throughout the playthrough, the one where you hold duck and forward while swimming, that's really especially going to come in handy here. And thankfully the worst of it is over. Now I just need to make sure that I don't screw up on the fall down coming up. Not even spikes can harm the almighty Yoshi. To me, you're just freaking Yoshi looks stoned when going back and forth like that. Yo. Anyway. So you can probably already see where this is going. I've got a cape feather to make sure I go down very slowly. Refill very often as possible. I'm getting more Koopa shells, and be especially careful not to get hit in the process. Another one here. Oh, I missed that? Okay, good, I at least got that one. And I think here's another, Starman. Yes. And thankfully, that's it. So now I'm gonna get rid of that. Make Yoshi stoned for a bit again. And that's gonna do it. And, that is the only instance in the game where you'll see a little question mark block appear. They would appear every time you would defeat... It was a mini-boss called Boom Boom. It's even been used in quite a few recent Mario games. A perfect example would be Super Mario 3D World. I didn't think he left that much of an impression, but okay, Nintendo. And to be fair, they also did bring back the Kooplings several times over. That is pretty much going to do it for this part, though. We are finally at the final world of Mario World, almost done. And I will see you guys next time for when we start wrapping up the game here. Peace.